I'm sharing with the Wondershare software company the process I use for viewing and ripping discs into the computer so that I can make little videos out of them. Kind of hard to film and do this at the same time. Here I'm putting a disc. This came out of my camera that I'm using to film right now. And I'm putting it into the D drive of my computer. And then we'll sit down at the computer. I think you can see what I'm doing now. We'll go to my computer. Here's the disc. Come on. And then it will play. And if you notice, I will show the whole screen here if I can. This is the original disc playing on my computer, not showing a date and time stamp anywhere on it. That is the original playing on my computer. Now this is my DVD player. It's hooked up to the television set, and I'm trying to get the thing to go on, and then we'll load this same object, little plastic device, into here. This is the original DVD that came right out of the camera. I had to do something called finalizing that allows it to play on other devices. It plays in the camera without being finalized, and it does not show a date and time stamp because a date and time stamp has been disabled. Now I'm going to turn on the television set, and here's this same video.
Hi, Jane.
Oh, you get to see the sound. You get to hear the sound on this one because I had it turned off on the computer. Oh, it won't play from the beginning again. I'm trying to show the exact same footage that I showed on the computer so that you'll know there is no date and time stamp on there at all. This is the original video.
We're on the Chocolate River, and that's a great blue heron.
My television. Okay, I disabled the sound so it won't come in and blast you. But see, there's no date and time stamp. This is playing, the original video is playing on a television set. When it plays like this in the camera, there's no date and time stamp because the date and time stamp has been disabled. I would never in a million years want that on my video. I think it messes them up. If I can't remember in my brain when this was taken, if I have forgotten to write it on the video itself, then I'm out of luck knowing when it was made, and I don't care. I'd rather not have words written all over it. Now we're back over at the computer, and I'm putting the same little disc into the computer. This is the D drive. And we'll come over here to the computer itself, where I will try to get rid of this video player screen thing. Now I'm going to show you how I use your software product to rip the DVD, the original, that's over here in that drive, onto the hard drive of my computer. Here's what I do. This is why I bought your product, because this camera that I'm holding cannot be hooked directly into this computer. I took the little plastic disc, put it in that computer, and then I use this product, which came from your company, to put my little movie into my computer. I click Add, then I go down here. This is the D drive. I click on that, then I click OK, and it appears here. And then I can select the titles that I want copied. I will take all of them. we go down here. This is the source, which is over there. That's this. And this part here is what it's going to be converted to, and it will land in a folder in here, in my computer, in my documents, in a folder that says Wondershare DVD Ripper Platinum. This that's right now over there will be on the hard drive of my computer. And I'm clicking the button, and there it goes. See? And if you notice that date and time stamp magically appearing. It's not in, it's in the camera someplace. It's invisible though. It's been disabled. But your software product is picking it up and sticking it on my video. And when I'm done getting this ripped to my hard drive, I will show you what happens. That I absolutely cannot import my own video with this date and time stamp into the Windows Movie Maker program. This video that I'm making right now, that I'm ripping to my hard drive, can only be imported into the Windows Movie Maker program if I use your editing program, which is part of this Wondershare DVD Ripper, and eliminate this much. It's maybe, I've been saying it's a third, but it might be as little as a quarter of the bottom part of my video. And I can do this, but I thought you should know that it's a bug in your software program. Okay, the task is done, and now we're going to find the video in the computer. Here it is. See what it says there? Wondershare DVD Ripper Platinum. We click there. It's in this folder called Output, and it would be this one. We click on that. There it is. And what is that flashing thing there in the corner? It's a date and time stamp. Interestingly, and it doesn't show up on my camera, as I said, because I've never set my camera to show a date and time. And if I did, it would be the correct date. This was actually filmed about 2 years later than the date and time stamp shows. And there's my lovely daughter Jane. Now we're going to change what we call this, because the next time I save something, it will be titled the same thing, and it will ask me if I want to write over this one or not. So it's easier just to rename it something else. Okay, this is a previous one that I imported in there, and I will show you that later, because there's something I want to point out that your software has a problem with. Okay, we're going to import video, and we're going to import it from the My Documents and the Wondershare DVD Ripper Platinum. Output, and there's our file. We click Import. I need to point out that it is importing this file, but it didn't do that before. It would not import the files that had the date and time stamp on. Now it is. So maybe Windows Movie Maker has to get warmed up to liking that little date and time stamp on there or something, you know. Software is all magic, and it has a mind of its own sometimes. I also wanted to point out that this is the source of the whining in the background. There's Bertie the dog, and there's a squirrel out there, and he would just love to play with the squirrel.